Portable, Very Dark Man trade blows with new diss tracks amid ongoing feud. Nigerian street hop singer Portable and outspoken social media activist Very Dark Man VDM have escalated their long-standing feud with the release of diss tracks targeting each other. Their public clash, which initially began in October 2024, was reignited this week after months of mutual taunts and online outbursts. VDM had previously accused Portable of assaulting a man during Celebration 2024 in Lagos, demanding his arrest in a viral Instagram video. Recently, tensions flared again when Portable accused VDM of chasing clout by interfering in the investigation into the death of singer Mohbad. VDM responded by resurfacing an old video in which Portable was accused of stealing a phone and a tricycle, popularly known as keke, sparking renewed controversy. VDM then took things a step further by releasing a diss track titled Ole, produced by Jima Waxiu and featuring rising act Monster Boy. The song opens with the viral audio of Portable being accused of theft and sees VDM mocking the singer's past academic performance and more. I quote, "You thief, oh, you thief keke, ole, then beats you, ole." End of quote, he raps, while also alluding to political figures in his lyrics. In retaliation, Portable dropped his own track where he fires back at VDM's sexuality, background, and alleged hypocrisy. In his usual energetic style, Portable also attacks his critique's family background and flaunting his own wealth. Clips from both tracks have gone viral on social media, with fans debating who delivered the heavier punch lyrically. While the songs have sparked considerable online buzz, observers hope the back and forth remains limited to music and does not spiral into real-life violence. But if it does spiral, Portable will be up for that one because he likes his boxing matches, though.
Well, I don't think so. I feel like, yeah, Portable is very ratchet.
Exactly.
He has always been that person. But I don't think VDM is a very easy nut to crack. Because
you won't want to be caught in that kind of.
I don't think so. So I feel like this situation is a situation of two people that like drama meeting themselves. Like, because I'm like, there is Portable and there is Very Dark Man. I feel like if you want to hide information from me, put it in a book that carries VDM and Portable on the title, because
that's
both of
VP.
Them, like, I mean,
VP, Very Dark Man, Portable.
Have you heard the songs?
Well, I am not going to talk about the songs because you want to put me in trouble. But at the end of the day, all I'm just gonna say is this is what we always tell our Nigerian rappers. When you have issues, Nigerian singers, Nigerian rappers, when you have issues with other celebrities, put it in your music and get that music to the... So my point is, he understands that Portable is a singer and that's the only way to talk to him. So he decided to rap.
I feel like going against Portable is a waste of time and studio session, because I'm like, Portable, like, it just feels like if you want to get dirty, you fight dirty. And I mean, nah. But then, all the best to Portable and VDM. We hope somebody helps you settle it. So that. Moving on, our very own Tacha sparks debate after calling Nigerian youth cowardly over Japa trend. Reality TV star Natasha Akide, popularly known as Tacha, has made headlines after a recent social media post in which she strongly criticized her generation of Nigerians, calling them the dumbest and most cowardly. In a passionate statement shared online, the former Big Brother Naija housemate expressed disappointment in the growing trend of young Nigerians leaving the country, popularly known as Japa, in search of better opportunities abroad. Tacha argued that while many young people blame older generations for Nigeria's current challenges, those generations at least had the courage to fight for change. She cited former President Muhammadu Buhari's early involvement in national politics as an example of youthful boldness, stating, back then, they inserted themselves into power. Today, we insert ourselves into visa queues, banger tweets, and vibes. She also referenced the NSAS protest of 2020, acknowledging it as a rare moment of courage by Nigerian youth, but lamented that the momentum quickly faded. Now, NSAS was the closest we came to real bravery, she said. Then what? Silence, fear, Twitter noise. Our government learned we only trend, we don't last. End of quote. Despite recently relocating to the UK herself, Tacha insisted that her message was not about her personal decisions, but a broader call for self-reflection among her peers. She said, "I've used my voice, I speak, I show up, I don't stay silent," she wrote. This is about a generation too scared to sacrifice comfort for a country. Her comments have sparked mixed reactions across social media. Now, while some praised her for speaking her truth, Others accuse her of hypocrisy for criticizing the jackpot trend just after moving abroad.
So I'm going to start from the last paragraph because this was the first thing that everybody came at her for. They're like, okay, so you just jackpot, and then now you're criticizing because this is something that a lot of people do. People always say, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. But the moment they do it, they start saying, oh, it's normal. But now she has done this and she's still criticizing other people. Let me take you back to the NSAS protest where she said that's the first time that Nigerian youths were bold. We have seen different times where people have come out to state that they do not want this, they do not want that. The only problem a lot of people have is that it's mostly on social media.
Yes,
people do not come out in person or en masse. But ever since people started coming out, we've seen different times when things are not going well and people come out as a group and they protest. They say, no, we don't want this. And they come out. So what she's saying, well, I don't know what she got.
I feel like, I'm sorry, with all due respect, I don't think what she says carries weight because it's just like saying, oh, me, I will steal this thing, but don't steal it. Like, it doesn't make sense. I mean, lead by example.
Wait, you say I have stolen.
Do you understand? I have stolen this thing, but now only me get the right to steal it. I mean, Tacha, take a chill pill, man. See this one now. This is not your battle.
At the end of the day, to each his own.
Nope. Don't come out and say what is not your own.
See, there's just too much buzz, too much drama happening. Let's just go on this commercial break, and when we do get back from the market, the entertainment news will continue, guys.
Come on.
Yes, guys, it's right. You're still E-Splash on TVC, and if you're just tuning in, you haven't missed so much. It is still entertainment news. Now we're going foreign. Sean Kingston's mother sentenced to 5 years in prison. Janice Turner, the mother of Sean Kingston, the singer, has been sentenced to 5 years in prison after she and her son were convicted in a $1 million fraud case. Back in March, a jury found Janice Turner and Sean Kingston guilty of 5 wire fraud-related offenses, court records show. They were indicted in July 2024, weeks after authorities raided Kingston's rented 7-bedroom home in Southwest Ranches. Kingston and Turner, according to the indictment, orchestrated a lucrative wire fraud scheme from April 2023 to March 2024. They falsely represented that they made legitimate wire transfers for vehicles, jewelry, and other goods, but the businesses never received payment. Among their alleged fraudulent transactions included $480,000 for 2 watches, $285,000 for another watch, and $159,702.78 for a car, totaling more than $1 million in goods. Janice Turner was facing up to 2 years in federal prison. Her attorneys urged U.S. District Court Judge Davis S. Leibowitz sentenced Turner to 2.5 years because of a charity work, myriad of health issues, and minimal criminal history. At the sentencing, Leibowitz reportedly described Turner as the nerve center of the fraud scheme. In a document filed days before the sentencing, Turner's attorneys acknowledged that she will be deported to Jamaica due to her conviction. In 2006, Turner pleaded guilty to bank fraud and served more than a year in federal prison. I quote, Ms. Turner will go to prison. She has earned the prison sentence, end of quote, the filing said. I quote, however, a sentence greater than 30 months is a waste of taxpayer resources based upon the history and characteristics of Ms. Turner, end of quote. Meanwhile, her son, Sean Kingston, whose real name is Cassian Anderson, will be sentenced on August 28th. Sean Kingston, a South Florida native, is best known for hit songs Beautiful Girls, Fire Burning, and Eeny Meeny with Justin Bieber. During the late 2000s, he became a best-selling reggae artist with several Billboard Top 10 singles. Ha! Finally, we've come to the end of the mother. Now remains the son. This is crazy.
Pablo Wyafonda studied abroad.
Ha!
Pablo Wyafonda studied abroad. I went abroad to study. But I mean, look at the bright side. He's not going to be lonely. Mommy is there. Baby is there.
Stop it!
Well, I mean, mommy and baby. If you went alone, or if she went alone, it will have not been nice. But both of them, see it as team bonding, see it as family bonding. Congratulations to you, Sean Kingston and Mommy Sean.
I'm just glad that this whole thing has been resolved, and we can't wait to know what Sean Kingston's sentencing will be. It's been a long time coming, and this is really, really sad, but this is also a lesson to people out there who want to live fake lives and who want to show what they do not have. You didn't pay them, but you got the goods. That is very bad.
And also, for those of you that look up to people online, be careful what you look up to because you never know where this money comes from. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is that on the entertainment news for today. We'll be right back with all the social media madness on Social View after this timeout.
Good afternoon, ma. Longest time, ma. Everybody is fine, though. They are fine. They are fine.
Let's watch this video.
Daniel gonna do it. Daniel.
Hello, ma.
How are you?
Hello, good afternoon, ma.
How's everything?
Yes, ma, fine, ma.
Do you remember me?
I don't remember you, ma.
I was the one that used to wash your bumper when you were small.
Oh, okay, ma.
You are now a big boy. How is school?
Yeah, school is fine, ma. School is fine, ma. School is fine, ma.
What class are you in now? What class are you in?
I'm in university. I'm in university now.
Oh, really?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
You are now a big boy. You marry my daughter, yeah?
Okay, ma. Let me give my mommy the phone back.
Give it to my kid. I got some. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
I know Jesus.
Well done, well done.
Oh, the struggle.
You got to-
The suffer is real.
And your husband.
And wow, this can be so very annoying, especially when your parents draw you into a conversation with someone that you can't even remember. And then it's the part where she said, you're not a big boy, you marry my daughter. Like, who told you he doesn't have a girlfriend already? Ha! Anyway, guys, get ready to hit your peak as it's time for Social View, where the timelines are wild, the memes are fresh, and the vibes are at their absolute best. Let's dive into this week's peak moments in the world of social banter. Oyin, are you ready?
Born ready, baby.
Okay, so this one says, my wife messaged me to say her car wasn't starting and that the dash was showing a sign of a person on the toilet. Confused, I asked her to send me a photo. Oye, what does this mean?
In her defense, I feel like when you see it, you cannot unsee it. That's the only thing I can see. That's absolutely the only thing I can see.
A person on the toilet.
Yes, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. What else does it look like? It looks like -4 degrees. Sha.
It just looks like -4 degrees.
But I can't see that person on the toilet.
No, it's because we said a person on the toilet, so your mind is playing tricks.
But once you see it, you cannot unsee it.
Please, Oyi, I've had enough of this. Let's just move on because I'm saying -4 degrees. Stop it.
Me, I see person on toilet.
Okay, so this one says, pastor parking. You park, you preach. I love it. I love the energy. Yes. I love the vibe because I go to places and I see toilet, male, female, and then for disabled, and you see people who are able going into the disabled toilet. You see people who are very okay parking on disabled parking spots. It's very wrong. So I love this energy. People should do more of this because it's the pastor's parking spot. You park, you preach.
I feel like this will work for Nigerians. Bring it to Nigeria. Bring it to Lagos in particular because we in Lagos, we have a problem following rules. So yes, if you bring it to them, they'll sit up properly.
They will not preach. They will not preach. They'll tell you there was an emergency. They'll come up with a story. Let me tell you. Anyway, let's move on. You can see this guy deep in top and this girl is talking. So what is this about? She's saying, I can explain why your name is saved as free food. Oye, what are the names you use to serve people, especially guys, on your phone?
I raised my hand as a Lagos girl.
So you have free food on your phone?
You have everything on your phone. Wait, hold on. Wait, no. Wait for it. I mean, you have free food. We have Disturber. We have free data. We have... we have somebody's name with cab in front because you know that this person, you can always call this person to come pick you up.
Aww.
I mean, it's just a Lagos thing. It is in my, again, I
have a question. Do you have free money?
I would not save it as free money, just in case anything happens. So they will not search on my phone and call free money to send money.
But the day that
we all know.
The day free money will be looking for his phone and he will use your phone to call his number.
I'll just say, oh no, I said it like that because you know you are very free with money and you're just a philanthropist. You are a very good
off
person.
your mic. Off your mic. Let's just move on already. So this one says, the woman who can command me hasn't been born yet. And this is a man who is forming that he's on top of the world. He's the baddest, the realest. But this is him 4 years later, attending to his daughter, and he's attending tea party. And that's the thing, when fathers have their baby girls, they become softies. That's when you see them, their wives will say, come and help me. No, I cannot. They will wear that thing, they will carry that doll and sit on those small chairs and go to tea parties.
In his defense, he said she has not been born
Exactly.
yet. And at some point, she became born and she took over.
She came out of him.
Jonathan, I love daddy's girl. Kathy, are you daddy's girl?
I am a girl. I am a girl.
Daddy's girls
A girl.
any day. I had my father's mumu button
Before.
every time. Yeah.
Before, that's why you have free food on your phone.
Last one, privileges, baby.
Exactly. So you see these last ones there, your siblings, don't bother dialing your number on their phone because some of you are saved as ATM, Mumu Egbon, different names. Free food.
I just feel like you are projecting.
You what?
You are projecting.
So what do you save your siblings' name as? Your older siblings?
Big sis that I love so much because they're going to be watching. So big bro that I love so much. Big bro that I can't do without.
Sis, calm. Okay, let's just move on already because your lies are giving me headache. Moving on. This one says, my sister, if you're in a relationship and he only has time for you at night, you are dating a mosquito. Hey. It's a lie. He has a family. You are the side chick.
Kathy, if he has time for you at night, be grateful. Because if he has a family, he will not have time for you at night. In this Lagos.
Because he tells his family he's on night duty.
Leave that one.
He's always on night duty.
At night.
Let me tell you another one. If he only calls you when he's in a noisy place, my sister, you're dating yourself. Because he can't call you in privacy.
He can't call you at home.
It's only in the outside. When he's with people. So that when his wife calls, you say, I'm with Benga. Bolabo, say hi to my wife. So you're dating yourself. You are alone in that relationship. I have seen this happen many times on social media.
Have you ever been to Lagos? Have you been with a man from my city?
Because akuna matata.
People. Hey.
So there's something I saw recently on social media. I'm just going to digress a bit since we're on Socialville. So I saw a post where a lady was talking about different ladies. She doesn't live in Nigeria, but she was talking about different ladies abroad. The ones that say Nigerian men are sweet and the ones that say Nigerian men are headache, that if you want to have headache, date a Nigerian man. But at the end of the day, it's an individual thing. It's not about the country. It's not about the tribe. A sweet man will always be a sweet man, and that's something you should know.
A sweet girl will always be a sweet girl. And
we're all sweet girls.
Olori of Lagos is a sweet girl. Have that in mind.
All right, so because you're wearing pink now, there's no. Come on, stop that. All right, guys, I hope you've had enough of Olori of Lagos because this is where she's drawing the curtain on the show. Yes,
love you. Bye, babies.
And that, our friends, is how you top off your week with lots of chaos and a peak moment or two. That's it for Socialville, brought to you by the creamy goodness of Peak Milk. We will be back with our guests. Stay tuned, guys.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yes, guys, welcome back to the show. It's still eSplash on TVC. And joining us right about now is one of the funniest and most sought-after stand-up comedians. Events compare an actor whose unique style have made him become one of the household names from Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome to the show, Wilma!
As for me,
Yes, now you, after you, you know,
I'm blushing.
When we have guests, you know, we need to introduce them so people will understand that they are people of timber, and
caliber, and firewood.
It's great to have you on the show today.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, let me see, where will I start? Maybe I'll put comedy. Like, you do a lot of things.
Yeah.
You're a compare.
Okay.
You're an actor. You're into media and construction. Only you one person. How do you do all of this and still do comedy?
So, you know, it's only in Nigeria that you cannot survive with one thing.
Exactly.
You must do some. Policeman is a policeman in the day. At night, na him be Okada man. You see the person that the churches, they have churches, they now have primary and secondary school.
True.
Money must come.
Of course.
Even doctors, they have hospital, they have mortuary. They treat you nowhere. You die. They will still collect money
They
from
have
you.
coffee shop.
So that's why you won't have to be, you know, versatile and be able to diversify in several other things. But at the end of the day, a lot of them are around the entertainment sector.
Yes,
you know?
of course.
In entertainment, if you are able to, if you are there, you can be able to navigate all of it together. So we thank God.
So I've known you for years. You've been doing comedy for a long time and you have excelled at your trade. You started very early and you have come thus far. What are the challenges you face? Because we can't say we've not faced challenges. I'm sure you've been able to overcome some of them. And I'm sure there's someone out there watching you now who is just about to start stand-up comedy. What are the challenges you faced and how were you able to huddle through them?
So the challenges for a young comedian some 15 years ago is not the same for the person now.
Now, exactly.
You know, in those days, well, let's say like 2009, 2008, 2010, the platforms where you can actually showcase your talents were very limited, very few. I think then we all look forward to the AY show and Night of a Thousand Laughs, because those are the CD play that were in everybody's houses and all of that. But today, you can just take your phone, make a joke, a Don Jazzy sees it, Tunde sees it, and it's going viral and all of that. So I'll say for our challenge, for the challenges we faced years back, were the limited platforms. You have to be very, very funny. Yeah. For you to be on AY show. In fact, for AY show, you have to win AY's open mic. So it's me, I was in Ughelli then, around 26, 27. I was coming to Lagos to compete until eventually I won and I started performing at the AY Live to date. And the Night of a Thousand Laughs and all of that. But you know, those were the challenges then. But now the challenge now is that a lot of, you know, comedy, I think comedy have lost its steam. Exactly. The original steam. Kudos to COVID, where everybody had to stay at home. Yes. And the whole content and skit making
went viral. People became more creative.
So entertainment and comedy was like in your pocket and all of that. But the good thing is that people are waking up, people are coming out now. Comedy shows are beginning to wake up, and I want to be part of the people that will sustain, you know, stand-up comedy, because that's the best part of me. Yeah. If I have an idea, when others are thinking of how to make a film out of it, how to do a skit out of it, me in my mind I'm like, I want to talk this thing for stage because I enjoy, you know, having that crowd conversation. Where you say something they are not expecting and the audience is amazed and they laugh and all that. So for now, we need investors in the comedy industry. We need brands to come in. We need it to be properly structured. You see a musician, in those days, the musicians were only featured in a comedy show. But today, in December, for example, you see a Burna Boy concert, Wizkid concert, and they are not the ones doing all that by themselves. You have a promoter paying them off and say, you know what, take this $10 million, come and perform for me. And the musician the only thing he thinks about is his music and his performance. But for a comedian, you think of the jokes, you write it, you style yourself, you pay for the venue, you look for the brands that will come and you beg people to buy tickets. Everything is on you. Like you are the author and finisher of your career.
Oh, wow.
And it's something that, and the truth is, a lot of people are not really looking into comedy. Probably maybe they feel it can't be monetized. I don't think, because in this same Lagos, same Nigeria, we've seen people who came to Lagos with Ghana Must Go, someone like me that came to Lagos on a night bus, and you know, today the story is different. We've moved from that point where, I was staying at Ikorodu, but now I'm staying in Lekki. So that means there's money in this industry, and with proper structure and proper investment,
it will go further. Okay, I'm sure you have a whole lot to say, but for those of you just joining the show and you're wondering what are we talking about, let's check out some of the content by Will Mouth, and he will still be in the studio when we get back. So while we were watching that, I remember the first time I met you, because that day I was working at a TV station and they said we had a guest, Will Mouth, and that's like over 10 years ago, So I was expecting someone with very big mouth. And then I said, I'm like, why is his mouth so small? So I'm sure a lot of people have asked you over the years, why the name Will Mouth? Why the name?
So a lot of people ask the question, why Will Mouth? So first thing is, I picked up this career at a very young age. I was so small. Like, I should be like 2004 SS1, you know? That's like 21 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And I was so smart, I'm like, okay, there's basket mouth, there's this. I need a name that, you know, people won't be expecting, like the expectation, like, is this person? The name should go before me. And I'm like, okay, what's the biggest mama on earth? And that was the whale. And I'm like, okay, since at that time, I was thinking I should be the youngest and smallest comedian.
Small but mighty.
So I said, Will Mouth, you understand? So, and that is it, and that's the name today. I don't forget, it was the whale that swallowed Jonah. So when I come on stage, I can swallow anything.
Now you're taking us back to the Bible. Okay, still talking about comedy. There's this thing with comedy clubs. A lot of people attend comedy clubs because that's where young and upcoming and even already made stand-up comedians come to test their jokes. But these days, it's become watered out, and there are a lot of jokes that are not even family-friendly. What do you have to say about comedy clubs? And then I think you have a show coming up. Let's talk about that.
So for the comedy club, the challenge is that a lot of times, and I tell my colleagues, that for every of the comedy club, the people who initiate comedy clubs are the owners of the bars and lounges. So their focus is not comedy. Their focus is to sell drinks. So they use comedy as the entertainment to bring in people to sell drinks. So they don't even bother about what's happening on the stage, on that comedy club. And you know, when the younger comedians that are supposed to come and test their materials, but the people are interested in just being happy and drinking and are enjoying themselves, they lose focus on this, and it becomes a problem. And that is, it is the reason why a lot of times these comedy clubs are not sustainable. They don't last long. After a while, it's either they are changing the comedians or they have shut down and all of that. And it is this issue that has made my team, in collaboration with the Bamora Group, to bring up the Lagos Comedy Cafe. So the Lagos Comedy Cafe is going to be a monthly comedy event. It's a comedy club, but not in a club. It's an event center. When people reserve their seats, their table, everybody is well seated. Then the comedians that are performing are actually well selected. Like even the upcomers will select them. So it's a place where you don't get insulted by a comedian. A comedian is not on stage begging you money.
They're just there to make you happy and laugh.
Enjoy. And every last Sunday of the month, you know, you see it as somewhere, a community where you belong to. That with time, we begin to have like membership
cards
like,
and all of that.
You're a member of the Lagos Comedy Cafe and all of that. So we're doing the first one this July. July 27th, and you must be there.
Where is it at?
It's at Federal Palace. That's the Bamora Convention Center. All
right, since we're talking comedy and we're talking about happiness, here is this week's reminder that happiness is free, guys. Word is the energy for me. Happiness indeed is free. All right, I want to say thank you very much for coming on the show today, Will Mouth. It was amazing to have you.
Thank you so much.
And that's it with our guest and the show today. Well, since you used to be on radio, you used to be a radio presenter. So wrap up the show.
So that is it on A Splash today. You don't
Well, you tried. Yeah, that's it on eSplash on TVC today, guys. See you on Monday at 12 noon. Have an amazing weekend, okay? From Lady Cat, our Royal Hotness, I say bye.
Bye.